Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Jaws here, community manager of the Tech Geeks. And, I don't know, I'm not bringing you a very chipper video this time. Because I gotta set the record straight on a few different things. As of lately, I think it hasn't been a surprise to anybody who's actually been paying attention. A lot of our players have now, a lot of our longtime players who have achieved everything that they can achieve in PrisonTech as of right now, because Prestige isn't out yet. They have decided to move on. They've decided to move on, and they decided to move to another prison server. And I will just say, it was made by a YouTuber who played on our server. Has his own YouTube channel, and, did that whole slap in the face kind of thing that we feel is a slap in the face, and went and started his own because he's seen the success rate of PrisonTech. And because, and this is getting to my point, everybody remembers PrisonTech being so successful, so fun, whatever the case may be. More, it was fun for a lot of people, of course, and it was fun for us as well to interact with you guys. But it seems like everybody remembers its quote unquote glory days, because I'll be honest, as like anybody else, PrisonTech has kind of lost its luster, with people having to wait for so long on anything being put in to the prison server to start moving forward and continuing your journey. It hasn't been done as of right now. People have been waiting a long time. We completely understand that. I guess in a way, I want to handle things as professionally as possible, but there is, some, I'm not going to call the people out, directly, like saying their name or whatever, but I was going through the forums, because that's what I do, and I was seeing a lot of people, I seen one person talking about me and Shulu, how they resent us because, of how we run the prison server as of lately, whatever the case may be. I took that as kind of a surprise because, it's really funny. I mean, everybody has their own opinions, and you can throw out your own opinion. That's absolutely fine with me. And I'm going to throw mine out as well. I have a big mouth, and I say what I want to say. They said they resent us because of how we've handled the prison servers as of lately. But, they really don't resent Ter because they never actually got to talk to him. Now, if you are that person who said this and you're watching this, basically, this is for you. I don't know why you resent us. I think you need to learn how to respect somebody a little bit more, because we've done everything we can to keep the server as fun as possible, but we are at a standstill right now, and me nor Shulu can do anything about it. Okay, we run the servers. That's all we do, guys. We don't code. We don't do anything like that. That's why we hired our own coder and stuff like that. And we have people who are learning code or have a knowledge of code but are still like an amateur kind of deal. And they're they're coding things to help us as well. They came to us and said, "Can we help you?" We don't code. We do everything we can. Everything we can to help you guys, to try to keep it interesting for you guys. But we're running out of ideas. You got to understand. We're running out of ideas. And there's certain things that people may want us to implement into the server, but we cannot do that as of right now. Now, I don't know what to say. You want to resent us? That's absolutely fine. But I didn't do nothing to you. She didn't do nothing to you. It doesn't matter. Okay? There's going to be a love and hate. There's always two sides. Okay? And we can never have it perfect. And we understand that completely. Me and her understand that. It's not going to be perfect. Not everybody is going to like us. No matter if I am the most likable person out there. And people don't believe all these other trolls or idiotic people who think that I'm an asshole and I got a huge ego. I've never in my life ever had a huge ego. Even doing radio for 8 years and was one of the best entertainers out there, I never had a huge ego, ever. I've always stayed level, and I've always stayed grounded. And I always remember where I came from, because let me tell you something, folks. Life wasn't always as good as it is now for me, okay? And if I want to keep this life I'm living as good as it is right now, why in the hell would I neglect something that is taking very good care of me, and the people who have taken very good care of me? So if you think that I'm neglecting you, she's neglecting you, you're wrong. What you don't see behind closed doors is what I'm talking about, and I've said it for months. What you hear from other people who may have left us because of their jealousy, and that's what it is, folks. It's jealousy. All them ones that left and wanted to start their own servers is because of jealousy, because they wanted a piece of what we got and we wouldn't give it to them. And it's not because we're dicks or we're ignorant. It's just the fact that they were not at that level to be able and capable of doing so. They were not able and capable of running a server for us. We've made numerous mistakes on hiring people for a certain server that I call factions. And we've hired numerous people for that server to run that server, and it never worked out because they offered what they said on paper looked wonderful, but what they did was nothing. They did nothing to help us. And and people, I was reading a post about a gentleman, and I won't mention names, but a gentleman who's been with us for a long time now. He's been a great player, great community member. I was reading a post about how, and this is another point I want to get to in this video. I was reading a post about how he was offered guard, and I think from what I've seen was shown in a Gazo, he is a guard now on that other prison server. And our rules, and a lot of people aren't agreeing with our rules, but these rules have been put in place for months. Read on the forums. There is a thread on the forums that has been there for months, guys. And some people have commented about it, but not many at all have actually came out and said anything. But all of a sudden now, because this new prison server is coming out, and let me be honest, a lot of people said it's just a cheap ripoff. But I do understand that people are going to go over there because it's starting a new journey. And this new prison server has came out, and people are going over, and they're starting to get offered guard and stuff like that. And people don't like the fact that we consider guard a member of staff. People are saying it's more of a fun job. No, it's guard. You're there to do your job, to make sure the server runs well and people aren't doing stupid shit. Okay? So we do consider it staff. And that's what's most important here, is that we consider it staff. And because we are the Tech Geeks LLC and it is our company, we have the right to make that rule. And I'm not trying to be rude, and I'm not trying to be ignorant to anybody. But honestly, we have the right to make that rule. And if you think that it's going to be the downfall, whatever the case may be, that's fine. But what we are honestly getting tired of is the fact, and I'm not just saying me and Shulu, all of us in the Tech Geeks, we're getting tired of these posts that are being posted, complaining and stuff like that. Look, we understand if you got a problem. Private message us. Don't post it for the world to see, because all it does is cause a flame war and drama. And we are going to look at you as a drama starter, a problem starter. And then if we see you as that, and you don't want to, be taken out of the community, whatever the case may be, if we feel it's necessary, then don't do that. I'm trying to put this over as nice as possible, because I am not here to hurt people's feelings. I've never had that intention. I'm not here to, say, oh, well, thanks for all your help, your donations and everything, but, you're a part of a server with a guard now? Well, we'll see you fucking later. That's not how it works. I get upset when I see our people leave, but you know what, guys? I'm 29 years old. I've lived a lot more. I've done a lot more things in my life and seen a lot more than most people who are in their 60s. And I'll be completely honest with you. I've been around the world and back when it comes to drama, issues, all that dumb shit. Honestly, guys, you have to understand something. as we understand. With PrisonTech and it being a prison server where you only have so many levels to advance and then you're done. Then you're done. We understand that people are going to come and go. What I look at in PrisonTech, and this is my analogy, PrisonTech, a server like that is like the circle of life, guys. You get all of them. It's like, for instance, a mom has a baby. That baby goes through its whole circle of life. The baby grows up to be an adult, has its own kids. They start that whole new circle. That's basically what it is for all you guys who started with us and who are now getting ready to leave or are leaving, to play another server. Go play whatever you want, guys. That's another thing. I'm going to get back to the circle of life thing so I can explain it. But honestly, that's another thing. This rumor's going around that we're banning people from playing other servers. That's not true. You can play whatever you want. It's just we have that rule that if you're staff, because we've been burnt so many times, and I'm sorry guys, but one bad apple ruins it for the whole bunch. But it wasn't one, it was like 6 different bad apples that ruined it for the whole bunch. And I'm sorry that you have to be tied into that, but that's just how it is. We're not banning people for playing on other servers. By all means, it's your life. You can play on whatever server you want to play on. It's just if we consider you a staff member, as in guard, helping that server out in whatever way, to basically dupe us, or whatever the case may be, or try to get better than us, whatever the case is, then we take that as a slap in the face because, you could be helping us get better or giving us the ideas, whatever the case may be, And we always appreciate your ideas. Even if we don't say something right away, we'll always appreciate your ideas. But anywho, I wanted to get that off my chest as well. But what I mean is the players who originally started, it's kind of like you were the parents. You were you were the parents. And now, in a way, your circle of life, if you are deciding on leaving the server and going to another, your circle of life is ending with us. And now, we're going to be doing a lot more advertising. And, we're going to have new players come in. And it's going to be all new to them. If you get my point, it's old for you, but it's going to be new for new players. So people who are out there saying we're going to die or we're dying, let me put down a few different factors for you guys. A, kids are in school now. We always get lower numbers when kids are in school. And B, we haven't advertised in 2 months. Okay? We haven't advertised about the server in 2 months. That's it. If we go out tomorrow and put an ad on Mind Status, or we go with what we're deciding on doing and getting 2 very popular YouTubers who do Minecraft, we're going to have a ton of people joining the server. And it's going to be new to them, so guess what? They're going to stay. And that server is going to get populated again. But we've been focusing so hard on these game modes that we're trying to get out for you guys as soon as possible. And Lilypad and Prestige for the prison server that we haven't even thought about advertising right now. We're thinking about getting things done for prison, because let me tell you something. I will fill you in on one thing. PrisonTech is not going to just be PrisonTech alone when Lilypad comes in, my friends. No way, sir. PrisonTech is going to actually become a hub. That's right. You're going to have prison, and you're going to have other mini game modes to choose from as well. It's all going to become one big server, a hub server, and that has actually been planned for a month and a half now. So if anyone sits there and tries to say that we're stealing it from whoever, whatever, nah. We've had that actually planned for a month and a half now, but we haven't said anything. But I feel like I'm kind of obligated to say so. We're going to have mini games. So if you're getting bored of playing prison all the time, you could play another mini game we have. We're trying to give you as many options as we can to keep you around and keep you a part of the community. Even if you're not donating, it doesn't matter, donator or not, it doesn't matter. But, I'm trying not to make this video too long, but I feel like I have to get so much out. I'm not going to break the news of what games we have coming out, but I really, like I had stated in a post on the forums, because a lot of people were posting on the forums, and it kind of felt like they were flaming us and shit like that, and I feel like it was time for me to speak my mind, and I did. We feel so strongly about these game modes. And let me tell you something, folks. I'm a genius when it comes to game modes. I'm tell you that now. I am a genius when it comes to ideas for game modes for Minecraft. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm being honest. And I'm bringing out original ideas that's never been done before. Never. And the community who's with us, who decided to not go to another prison server, whatever the case may be, or a rival server of any kind of server of ours, and help them in any way, shape, or form with, moderator, admin, guard, whatever they have. Them people are going to be able to experience everything. We know. I will guarantee you that once all this is done, the Tech Geeks are going to get that deep breath of fresh air, and we are going to bolt like we did with PrisonTech when it originally started. And I mean it. And for the people who, wanted to part ways, wanted to, get mod, whatever the case may be, help that other server, I'm sorry, but you will not be able to experience that. That is in case, that status of yours on another server is now gone. And you're not helping in any way, shape, or form like that. And for the people who, were forced out because of their outlandish actions, for not liking what we have to say and our rules and want to start flaming us and we just get tired of it, I'm sorry, but you will miss out as well. I am not here to be a Hitler type. I'm not here to demand you guys play PrisonTech or any Tech Geek servers and that's it. Because that's not how it works with me, guys. I'm not here to force you to stay in one community and, not be able to play other servers. You have the right to play wherever you want. But when it comes to our rule, once again, we ask that you honor it. And, I am going to tell you guys, we are doing everything we can to try to make this as fair as possible and to try to give you guys a chance. Okay? There's a lot of things that we need to have an admin meeting, we need to have a group meeting, an owner meeting, whatever, for, and really start talking over some things. We really do. I will leave it with this. I will leave you guys with this. For the ones who have completed their circle of life in PrisonTech and feel like they want to leave PrisonTech and just move on and play other servers, thank you. Thank you for being a part of a great journey that we've had so far, and it's not going to end. I don't care what anybody thinks. It's not going to end because the thing is, you know how they say, what you don't know won't hurt you. Well, in a way, with the people who want to go to other servers and get guard, mod, whatever the case may be, I've already explained this, it's kind of like what you don't know right now is going to hurt you if you make that kind of drastic decision. Because what we got coming, and I mean, that's why we're not worried right now about the low numbers. Because what we got coming, it's just, it's gonna take off again like a rocket. And that is our plan always. Never stop. You know what? There's a saying out there. It's called, every day you rise and shine to grind. You may not understand what that means. Basically, we get up every day and put our noses to the grindstone every day, even though you guys may not see it. We put our nose to the grindstone every day to come up with new ideas, new things. We're not just sitting here, we're not just sitting here playing with ourselves, or, honestly, we're not just sitting here with our thumbs up our asses saying, well, PrisonTech, forget it. Who cares? People still play it. Who cares? It's not how it works. You know, we wake up every day. We rise and shine to get our grind on every day. We know about this other prison server. We've seen it. We know everything about it. We're not blind. We've seen it. We know what it is. We know who runs it. We know more than what everybody thinks we know. It doesn't matter. We need to worry about us. But we will worry about certain people if they decide to help out that server or any other server that is competing with us. People say we're too much into competition. Folks, that is the business. We are an LLC. We're not like all these other servers where, you know, they're just owned by kids. You know? It's not like that. We're not kids. You know, we're adults. We run this. This is a business. Look at the license. I mean, Terwathian, I'll have him take a freaking Instagram photo and show you. It's all official. Look at the certificate. You know, this is our business. This is our life right now. And, you know, people who are little trolls who hate the fact that we are where we are and they're not where we are, they'll say, well, get a real job. This is better. This isn't a job to me. This is my life. And in a job, you have to listen to the man. And you have to be the slave for the man. Trust me, I've been there. In this line of work, this ain't work to me. This is life. In this business, I am the man. Terwathian's the man. Shulu's the woman. You know what I mean? We don't have to answer to anybody except for Ter. But Ter depends on us, respects us, and knows that he can believe in us, that we're not going to do something to fuck up. Honestly. I don't have to answer to nobody. Because I'm trusted, and I'm living my dream right now. I'm also doing YouTube videos, you know? I'm trying to live a double dream. I'm trying to do YouTube videos, and I've been thinking of ideas on doing that as well with YouTube here. You know, on trying to get partnered up on YouTube. You know, it's going to take a while. It could take years. It could take 2 years or more. But it's a goal of mine. I want to be intriguing. I know I can be entertaining. Just because you haven't seen it yet doesn't mean anything. But honestly, I want to get partnered up on YouTube. You see your YouTubers like Sparkles and all that. Now, they have some special qualities. But you got your people like Noah and all them who go to servers and do videos on servers and stuff like that. I'm also going to start doing that. And it's not going to be just Tech Geek servers. It's going to be other servers as well. You know what I mean? But I will always be a Tech Geek, and I will always represent Tech Geeks. And this logo that you see right here will always be there. Because I bleed that blue color. I bleed that green color. I bleed Tech Geeks. I sleep Tech Geeks. I eat Tech Geeks. I piss Tech Geeks, and I shit Tech Geeks. Honestly. I am a Tech Geek, and I'm damn proud of it. And for all of you who are in our community, who've loved us, and have been there with us, and have stuck around with us, you're Tech Geeks as well. You are. You are a part of the Geek Nation. That's right. Where everyone wants to be a geek. And if they don't, then they're just an outcast. Pretty simple. Anyways, guys, like I said, what you don't see behind closed doors, it could hurt you if you make a drastic decision. And I'm sorry if you don't agree with us, but our intentions are right. And they may not be right for you, but they're right for us because you haven't lived what we've lived, and you haven't dealt with what we have to deal with. So, honestly, guys, really think about what I had to say here, and maybe it'll change your mind. If you want to move on and play another server, by all means necessary. I can't hold you back, and I won't hold you back, because I like to have the option of playing other servers as well. But I've explained it numerous times now. I don't think I have to explain it anymore. You know the whole situation. You understand where I've came from, and if you don't, I'm sorry. You can private message me on the forums. Don't be making threads. That's the thing. I'm going to tell you now. We're going to start deleting threads of people who are basically crying on the forums, or in a way, you know, making us look like asses on the forums. I don't understand. I don't agree with this. Whatever the case may be. We're just going to start deleting the threads because we're really getting sick and tired of seeing it now. If you got a problem, message me. Message Shulu. We will talk to you. If you have a problem with something, talk to us. I will talk to you. It may take me some time. Realize, I got a life outside of this. I have a son who goes to school every single day. I have a daughter who is, she's a 3-year-old. She's your typical 3-year-old. She's not easy to handle. I got a life outside of this computer, and you have to understand that. We have a life outside of this computer. You have to understand that. We need our time alone. We need our time away from the business. Because if we do this too much on a regular basis, it's going to kill us. It's going to burn us out. Okay? So you have to understand where I'm coming. I wanted to lay everything out there for you guys and set the record straight. Realize something. Guys, me and Shulu, this is our job. We get paid to do this. We get paid to bring the bad news to you guys. No matter who decides it, it is still our job in the end to say it. And that's what gets us a lot of heat. But you know what? With this job comes heat. Because let's be honest, Techge3ks may own the company for sure. But me and Shulu, we're the faces of this company. We are the faces of PrisonTech. And that is the most important thing in this company right now. So we understand with success is going to come ignorant trolls, I guess you could say. Anyways, guys, this is your boy Jaws, community manager of the Techge3ks. I hope you understood where I was coming from. I love you guys, and I thank you all. And if you decide to move on, I understand. And I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. I'll see you later, guys. God bless. Don't stress. And always strive to do your very damn best. Take care.